And it's going to be grabbed by Maya Jones.
Looks like a whole new, or mostly new, if I kind of remember, the ref crew too. So
Yeah, mostly new team. They have a bunch of rookies as well. Puck comes back across. Now they'll center it here. She's on the verge of completely falling out of the playoff race. The Yankees have a 7-0 lead on Boston. Ooh. Puck comes around. Now they send it across. Sends it up the wall. 18:45 to go here in period one. Michael Dial, 10 damage. Here is going to be an opportunity for Pandora Choquette. Well, back up. St. Mary's has possession of the puck. And worked along the far side. 95 seconds into this first period. Michael and Kent with you. Season passes reminder on sale, $59.99. Get you all the replays and live games for this weekend. $5.99 for the single replays, which gets you live if you buy the game before it gets played, or a replay 48 hours. You get both if you buy it on the day of the game. Replays for up to 48 hours. Now they work it in. Back in front, they'll settle it across. Quickly in. Work it. Now to the middle. Puck comes out. That's going to shimmy up the boards. They'll send this across. They'll work it in. Back to the middle now. That to be offside at the blue line. Michael Jalkent down at 17:33 here to go in the first period. Now we have a look again. Back into the middle. Trying to refresh. Puck comes back again. Down along the window. They'll play this across. Just underway here in this game. Puck comes back down. 17:10 remaining. Now they'll work it in. Long play. Back to the middle here. They'll send it out front. Going behind the net. They'll work it back door. Trying to play this down. Trying to separate the puck. St. Mary's has possession behind the net. Wraparound point shot, they score. Point blank, little bit of a target bank shot. And the Flames will open the scoring. Is that 18?
looks like it.
That it is. And it's going to be Tyler Turnbull. And it's 1-0 St. Mary's, 16:46. Here to go, period one. They'll work it down. Now to the back corner, sends it across. They'll send it in. 16:35. Here to go back to the blue line. Sends it out front. Oh, the shot goes high and wide. Now they'll work it in. Now around the net. Tries to flip it. Opportunity. They'll shimmy it back. Tries to play it again. Now to the middle. Chance comes out, and this will. So Tyler Turnbull has the goal. And it's going to be 1-0. Puck comes up the window. Here comes Eastman. That's going to be taken back in front. Opportunity. They'll send it across. Now to the corner. Sends it out front. The shot. That's going to go back. Now behind. Tries to shimmy it. That's going to work it into the middle. Tries to play it now. Rolls out in front. Nothing doing there. Back up in front again. And it's going to play it around. In tight. Tries to work it. Back across. Down to the seam. Here's another shot. Oh, Kobo will make the stop. Nicely there. 15-19 here in the period. Tries to work it here with a little bit of time left. Back to the middle. Tries to center. Works it around. Quickly there to play it. Up the zone. Keeping it in is Brown. Now in front, back to the blue line. That's ripped away. Now in front, they score. I think this will be Jenna Selwyn will tie the game. This one, you get the feeling might be a barn burner, Mr. Delmage.
Yes, it is.
2 goals in the opening, 5:02. Jenna Selwyn, the latest. Beats Joanne Coble.
Yes, it is. Let's go.
Jan Coble. Okay. Back in. Now they work to the cross. Back to the middle. Sends it out front. Oh my goodness, just one wide. So Jenna Selwyn has tied the game at 1. Now they work it around again. Now to the middle. They'll send it cross ice. That's not going to work. Trying to play this down. Big opportunity. Gloved and held.
Well, it's going to be interesting because St. Mary's is the last team to arrive in the tournament, and Eastman's already warmed up. So
Yeah, the rust versus fatigue. Quite remarkable. We'll see, especially early in the year. It's preseason.
yep.
Puck comes back. We're just underway. Now they bring it to the corner. Trying to shimmy it. By the way, the Blues leading the Freeze 3-0 in the first period. And it's the Steelers down 3-1 to Steinbach. Puck comes down. Now that worked out of it behind the net.
Why does that not sound shocking?
Well, they haven't won in Steinbach in a while. It's still 3-1. Well, worked it in. Even more surprising would be, here's an opportunity that is, well, the Steelers opened the scoring and then surrendered 3 goals in a 6-minute span. 2 to Jack Rogers and Nate.
So it's not 3-0, it's 3-1 then.
Yeah, it is. 3-1. Blues over on Game Time Radio with a 3-0 lead in the second period. Just underway at the Rink Training Center. Puck comes down now behind the goal. They'll work it. New rematches next week. Puck comes out. And that's going to go back in. And a shimmy, what a hit that is. Back in. And what a hit. Might be a penalty. Body contact. 1-1. Here's this score. Really quickly, we'll run through the out-of-town scoreboard. Canadian Football lead. McLeod Bethel Thompson appears to have lit a fire under that Argo offense.
Plus, Chris Jones is back.
But it's 21-17 late in the third quarter. Riders taking on BC. Might have enough time back at the hotel to watch some of that team. I know the crew that's arriving, massive Rider fans. Back to the corner. Here they come off the rush, 1-1. Here's the opportunity. Now behind the net, out front. This does not work. Out of the back corner, quickly up the zone. They'll work it in. Now in, it's going to be back in front. Oh, we're going to have an offside. So we do have a penalty. It is going to be to the St. Mary's. Number 6, Presley Deesbridge.
The captain.
That's out in front. Now they'll work it. Sends it cross ice behind the net. Penalty for St. Mary's means the power play for Eastman. So that's coming off a 2-1 loss this afternoon. Now they work it around the boards. Opportunity. They'll send it out front. Quickly back to get it. Out of the back middle. Chance in front. That's not going to work. Shimmy back out. Works it. Shot knife, bat in the zone and batting in. He is going to be Devin Brown. Brown bats up. Out to get it, we'll chip it back in. That's another icing call. 7:56 gone in the period. And we will see Michael Dell, 10th damage. Now they worked it off the wall. Trying to work it in. And here comes Eastman. Just past the 8-minute mark, 8:10 gone opening period. Puck gets shot all the way down. And icing waved off. In there for St. Mary's. Back out front. Nothing here in a 1-1 tie. Trying to settle. Waiting here. Back over the seam. Chance comes back. They'll work it. Drives it. Back out front. That is blocked.
Nice.
Here's a partial break and stumbling.
Oh, hey.
Stumbling to save base on that one. A nice defensive play. Just about got burned. And I mean burned because that forward turned on the afterburners. Works it back around quickly. Down to the front. They'll slide it, and that's going to be into the bench and out of play. Got in there. Believe I've seen Natasha Esquivel on the St. Mary's bench. 10:56. Trying to work this cross ice. Back down here. Flips it down, looking. Driving back to the blue line. Here's this opportunity. So here comes, it's going to be Eastman there with number 27, Cassidy Lesage. She's got her actual jersey for this game. That was the one that was she wore Mia Jones's black one earlier today. Puck comes down, 10:15 remaining. Puck comes out front. Now they're going to work it in off the window. It is going to be an icing call. 5 games for you tomorrow. 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4. We'll start off our coverage. 7:55, the ice and Pilot Mound. Michael Dale, 10th damage. St. Mary's on the backhand. That is stopped. Watch, I'm going to call the B crew 10th damage tomorrow. But I'm still used. That's just the type of day it's been. If we hit exactly the midway point of the period.
That's all good.
You'll understand.
I would. They wouldn't. Maybe. I have no idea.
I guess it depends on the what comes back out, circumstances. In front, here's a shot tipped away wide. 1-1 to score. Selwyn has the Eastman goal. And I believe it was Tyler Turnbull for St. Mary's. 9:48. This one's had a little bit of a slower pace to it. A little bit more stop and start than what we're used to. Back down. Trying to roll. Down to the back corner. Chance is there. That's not going to play it. Back again. Terriers here tomorrow against Winkler. That's why we don't have a game past 6 o'clock tomorrow. Puck comes across. Now they'll shoot it away into the zone. Opportunity behind the goal. Puck comes out front. Here comes St. Mary's. 9:18 left. Opening period. Now there's a collision. It appears that Pandora Churcott has taken the worst of it. She's a little slow, but will remain on the ice to take this face-off. 9:14 here in period numero 1. Tries to work it now to the back corner, sends it in. He's going to flip it now. Back in front, that does not work. Now that long play again out to the middle. MWJHL season opens next Saturday on the air here, Game Time TV, 2:55. You'll see the games in your system sometime this week. Early this week, I should say. Back out, here's the opportunity to spun around. Back in front, no polar ice. Be joined by Silvertips head coach Ryan Harakowski probably on Sunday for one of the intermissions. Hoping to catch up on a Winnipeg Ice player post-game tomorrow. Gotta make some arrangements for that. 8:30 to go here. Now they worked it off the window, back to the point. Trying to hold this through. That doesn't quite work. Out of the back corner, sends it across. Down in front, opportunity arises. Sends this out. Nice little cut play there. Leaving it there with Bullionis. Back to get it. Waiting for it, back to the point. Here is DeGroot. DeGroot with a shot. Oh my goodness, I think that got Ham flush somewhere. She is a little slow to get up, but does get up. Jordan Espinal, by the way, is the backup. Now they worked it out the wall. I wonder if they're lining up Espinal to get that started against the Bisons on Sunday afternoon. That comes down. Now they worked at it here in the corner. 7:45 to go. They will work it. That is going to be grabbed. 7:35. Here, or 7:39, pardon me. 8-5. St. Mary's out shooting Eastman, but the score is 1-1. Laura Erickson will be back running the graphics starting tomorrow morning. Back in. Tries to settle. 7.5 remaining. Trying to play this back cross ice. D to D behind the goal. 7.5 remaining. Now they'll work it. Back around behind the goal. Trying to set up. Puck goes wide. Now they'll chip it out to center. That doesn't quite work. So having a backtrack in the zone. Quickly out front. Now they settle it across. Chance is fired. Back in. Trying to work. Back to the middle. Works it out front now behind the net. Opportunity wraparound chance. That got blocked before it got through to the goal. 6:52 remaining. Here in the first period. 1-1 to score. St. Mary's and Eastman. Jenna Sullen with the goal for Eastman. Tyler Turnbull the goal for St. Mary's. 8-6 St. Mary's out shooting. Now that worked it in. Long play. Bat for Brown. Brown will work it. Long play up the window. Intended there. In off the rush there for Kapusta. And here comes St. Mary's at number 21. Shara Wilson up the boards. Tries to send it in. Oh, did it pushed off the puck.
What was that headshot for?
Penalty coming up. That was
an easy elbow to the head.
Yeah, we'll see if she does 4 minutes or 2 minutes. That's a hook.
It's more like an elbow to the head.
I don't know how they called that a hook. Let's see. Yeah, it's only a 2-minute penalty. Out to the line, Eastman on the power play. Trying to set up. It's going to be Moffat. Works it. Trying to set it back in front. That's not going to work. Down to the blue line out front. Opportunity right on. That is stopped. And it's going to be 5:43 remaining. Michael J. 10 damage. Terriers play the Wentworth Flyers here tomorrow night. That's why the main rank only has games ending at 6, starting at 4, but I think they're going to find out that they're going to fall behind. I just can't see any way they complete the games. Unless they're shortening the games, then I'm not aware of it.
No, they'd probably just start the game at 6:30, 6:45.
You know,
and they'll tell everybody when they get to the arena.
Out. Well, that's true. 7:30 game between the Terriers and the Wentworth Flyers. But
Well, they got lots of time then.
Down. Now they work it in. I think they got the ice till 7 tomorrow. Anyway, 15 minutes gone here, opening period. 8-8 the shots, minute to go in the penalty. St. Mary's number 19, Lutzy Schmimowski from East St. Paul. But comes back. Now they work it around. Works it down behind the opportunity. Puts it slid through the crease. Sliding back to get it. Works it in. Opportunity. Oh, that's going to be another tripping call. I believe, yes, it is. Eastman is going to have a 5-on-3 if they give up a puck. I don't think they realize what's happening. Back to the line. Here's a shot. You can hear the hollering. They're pretty much going to run out all their 5-on-3 time, which isn't going to matter because it currently sits on 4 anyway. Puck comes back. 8 seconds left. They're content to handle the puck. Back to the corner. Puck comes out here. 4:04 to go. Tries to shimmy it back to the blue line. They will work it. Looking down. Waiting. Shooting. That is blocked. In off the corner. Trying to jam. And it's finally didn't touch the puck. That was a dead 45 seconds to a minute of puck possession.
So in the MJWHL or like here in Portage, is it you buy your seat and you go in, or is it rush seating for games like this?
Depends if you're a season ticket holder, you get your own reserve seat.
Okay.
And then it's rush seating for everybody else.
So that might be an issue if people stayed after the hockey tournament then.
Well, no, I think if you look at your seat, there's a sticker on it which tells you that it's reserved by a season ticket holder.
Oh, okay.
And then you just order the one without the ticket.
Right.
Or without the sticker on it.
Okay.
Here's it's going to be an opportunity. 3.5 to go in the first period. 1-1 to score. They'll send it down the ice. Here's an opportunity. Tries to work it in.
Plus, I assume it's more expensive to come to a Terriers game than a tournament.
Yeah, it's possible. It's going to be jammed. I don't know with some of the matchups. You got 3 games starting at 4:15 on that other range. Steelers, RHA, Aberrals, Gold Wings, Flames, Chiefs.
Yep.
How you're not going to fit everybody? How you going to fit everybody in there? That comes again. Now they set it across. 2:40 left. But they'll work in. Trying to send it across. Out of the back corner. They will work it down. Opportunity. There's that. Oh, she didn't even fall down, but I think they're going to call the slash. Back out front, point blank, 4-on-4. Unless a scenario happens where they touch the puck. Down in, 2:15 left. It seems like this first period just pulling along. But we're kind of right on the half-an-hour mark, which is traditionally standard. We will have 2:09 remaining. Now we have a face off to the right. Now we're going to settle here with 2 minutes to go in the period. 4-on-4 for 10 seconds. Eastman penalty for tripping to number 9, Devin Brown. And that's going to pretty much, yeah, the penalty will be over. About 9 seconds to spare if a power play goal is not scored. Jumping over the boards and over the bench area to avoid too many players on the ice. There was the Flames. Back in. Off the rush, here comes St. Mary's into the zone. Puck is stolen. This might be a short-ended opportunity if they hurry, trying to pick up the pocket here with 1:10 remaining. Now they work it down. In behind. Here's a steal that does not quite materialize. In behind. Toronto now leading Montreal in the fourth quarter, 24-17. Blue Jays down 3-0 to the top of the sixth. That's not it. But will come back. They're in danger of losing their second straight to the Twins. Third overall. There's a big collision with the referee or the linesman. He is feeling that one. Oh, 48 seconds left. 38 in the penalty. Now they work it. But comes back. There's a chance that is sent down the ice. Back again.
He was calling the onside offside, and then he's like, didn't get out of the way.
Yeah.
It's like
Those plays happen in a snap second in this game. Drops it in. Long lead play up the window. Tries to drop it. Out of the back corner. Nothing there. 14 seconds. 13 seconds. 12. 10. 11. 10. 9. 8. Oh well. 1-1 to score. Jenna Selwyn and Tyler Turnbull, the goal scorers. 9-8 the shots favor Eastman, who have rallied from an 8-3 shot deficit to lead. We'll take a timeout, be back, second period, in a little bit here on Game Time TV. Michael Dale, Ken Talmadge with you. Second period about to go here between St. Mary's and Eastman. They'll work it off the window. Trying to work this down. Trying to play this cross ice. Back into the zone. Here they come off the window. This is going to flip all the way down. Here they come off the wall. 1-1 to score. And they'll have an opportunity. 19:30 remaining here in the second period of a 1-1 game. Now they work off the wall. Works it in. We appreciate everybody's patience today. Commentary may not be up to snuff here in this second game.
Sixth.
16. Oh, goodness. 3 times as many.
You were good in the second game. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I'll be commentating in my sleep tonight, folks.
Oh, goody.
Icing will be the call.
Why did they call that play? Why didn't they do?
Here 18:59, so 1-1 gone. Here in the second. Now they work back into the zone. Back behind the net. Trying to work it through. Chance will come back to the slot. Now this will play it off and down the seam. Here's this chance again down the wall. Friendly reminder, $59.99 is your regular season pass for MFHL hockey. Includes this showcase on replay, the regular season games and the playoff games. Single game, $5.99. You'll get the game replay for that day, the live, and the replay for 48 hours. Puck comes down into the shot. That is going to be into the glove of Coble. (18-16, 10-9). Eastman currently leading the shot clock. Michael Diallo, Kent Delmage. Hi to everybody watching, especially in Eastman. And from St. Mary's Academy, puck comes down. Those of you on the season passes on the World Wide Web as well. At gametime.ertv.com or gametimetv.ca. Tries to work it, puck goes across. And we'll chip it up the seam. Under over 2 minutes gone. Here's the shot spinning right toward the net. That's going to be a little bit of trouble. Back up in front again. That doesn't work. Long opportunity. Another chance in front taken away by the Flames. Back out to center. They will work it in. Tries to leave it there. Quickly off the window and out. Trying to play this down to the seam. Chance again, that'll be knocked away. Here they come off the rush. Trying to shimmy it down the seam. Chance again there, nothing happening. Down off the window. Opportunity. That will spin. Back into the zone. Trying to have an opportunity. Rolls out to center. There's Gidroot. Back in there quickly for St. Mary's. Back out. Eastman taking it there with Mia Jones. That is going to be quickly out of play. Play back for Jones will let the play continue. Puck comes out. Now down the wall. 16:30. Puck is just inside the blue line. We can see it on our screen. Thanks to Ferdy Nelson for the wonderful accommodation so far. So far down at the day's end, the staff has been nothing but terrific as well. So at the Microtel, from what I've heard from some of the test teams back around. Now they settle it off the window. The Security here terrific once you get past the checkpoint with your VATS card and your ID. Now we have a chance. Michael Diligent damage. 16 minutes to go here. Game 6 today. 5 more tomorrow. Then I hope we did a little bit of a break early Sunday morning when Cat Erickson and company call the game. Back out now again. They'll send it in front. Nothing doing there. They will work it. Back across. Out behind the goal. Cat Erickson now watching, looking. And one of the Eastman players falls right in front of the bench. So we'll see what's going to happen. But the games today have been terrific. So far, 15-22 to go here in the second period. One more period after this, and I assure you the wrap-up will be twit tonight. Back in. Now they will send it again.
Shut laptop off. Shut power off. Put cooler in car. Drive to hotel. Go to sleep. All within the hour.
Since one of you turned into robot.
I don't know.
Back in. That sounds like almost the programmable robot. 1440. Here to go in the out to the middle now. They'll send it across. In tight. That's not going to work. In tight here. 14-20 to go in the second. Batting in it to Salutz. Out to the blue line. 14-20. Now exactly to go. 1-1 to score second period. And worked it in. Now on the back wall. Bat out in front. Nothing doing. Back to the blue line. They'll work it. There's a shot kicked away. And we will have a whistle. Quick out-of-town scoreboard update. Now we
3-1 Blue Jays, or 3-1 Twins still.
Yeah, that makes me a sad panda. Now we have an opportunity. Tries to work it. Back to the blue line. Trying to control. In tight. Here's a quick opportunity to Groot. Tries to work it now, and she's dealing with an icing call. His batting in was 21 there.
What I can't believe is the Jets' first preseason game is Sunday night.
For the Jets, yeah.
It's like, didn't hockey just end like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, I know. Scary thing.
But Bettman wants a normal year, including Olympics, so there you go.
Well, he's not going to get a normal year because if you look at the way the calendar's set up, the playoffs will be in the first week of May.
Yep.
Opening night of the Stanley Cup, I think, is a Saturday night.
Nice.
So if they don't get stopped, puck comes down. Nothing was, at least it's not as bad as that summer tournament last year.
Nope.
I understand they have to do it, but that didn't look good the longer it went. That's out, and oh man, being taken out in front of the net. We're doing their job and going to the net. Kobo.
Yeah, but back to being a Leafs fan and back to not watching hockey, it was like everybody got into it in the 11-hour 5 overtime game, like first week of the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you need a game like that to really
get you back into the swing of things.
Not to drum up the interest, because what was everybody talking about the next day? Did you see that other game that got canceled?
Well, the game was 11 a.m. It ended at 7.
Some bat out. That's just absolutely remarkable. Well, that's the thing with two buildings, eh?
Yeah.
They had no choice. They weren't going to start that other game at 8 at night.
I didn't turn that game off.
Neither did I. And one would suggest that maybe propelled Tampa to their first of 2 Stanley Cups.
Yep.
But comes back out because I think they lose that game with Columbus. Here's the shut out the bat end. That just missed on goal ball. Bat out. Here with 12:10 remaining. Second period in a 1-1 team. Works it in. Michael Yell, Kent Domage. CFL action tonight. The Riders in BC, a big game. For second place in the Canadian Football League. Now we have an opportunity to tell you a bit as well. The Ardos leading with 2 minutes to go, 30-20. Back in front, here's an opportunity that gets tipped wide. 8 minutes or just under 8 and change. 8 and 35 seconds into the second period. Now there's a long lead play. Pass to the corner, there's a shot that's chipped away over top, and they'll bring the face-off outside the blue line. Rematch tomorrow. A new game. Pilot Mount Buffaloes taking on the Winnipeg Ice. On the air, 7:55 in the morning. Yep, you heard me, mate. 7:55 in the morning. 5:55 if you're joining us from the West Coast. Or the left coast, as some people call it. What is the right coast? Is that St. John's? The furthest point east?
Who in their right or
I
left
don't know,
Who
okay?
in their right or left mind is called Canada right side or right left side?
I don't know.
You're making up stuff as you go along.
No, I'm not.
Well, then you're talking Newfies in Vancouver.
Correct.
There you go.
That comes back. 9 minutes gone here in the second period. Michael Dial can't damage.
All we know is Toronto's the center of the universe. And
Apparently, even though the longitudinal center of Canada is not far from here. Back in. 10:40 to go. Now they work at it. Pass across. Here they come out the wall. 2-0. What a drop back. What a save and a rebound. Just put it up back in the goal. And the Flames making everybody go weighty with that beautiful effort. We'll see who gets credit for it.
Number 8, I think.
Sorry?
Number 8, I think.
Yeah, that might be. We'll get the announcement here if we can understand. It comes back. And I worked it. Oh, didn't push off the puck. Trying to drive it in. Long opportunity. Some of the grandstand referees wanting the penalty. They're not going to get it. And I worked it in. Back to the middle. Tries to send it across ice, and that's going to flip up. Let's back in. Quickly in front. Opportunity. That is not going to work. I missed that. But here with 9:50 to go, second period. I worked it in. Cross ice D to D. Tries to hold it. Long play back in front. Oh, trying to steal. Eastman was onside there. So that would have been a breakaway. 2-1 St. Mary's. They just retook the lead. Eastman didn't respond. Take long to respond after being scored on the first time. Now that worked it behind. D to D out front. Tries to center it back to the blue line. They will work it. Now to the middle. Opportunity. Oop, getting shoveled all the way around. Now to the backboards. Rolls it back to the point. Opportunity. They'll send it cross ice. Now they work it in there quickly. Being left. This comes down the seam. And that will come all the way back. Quickly behind. Trying to work it in. Ooh. She made Labasi look a little silly over there. Labasi is sliding on his stomach after slipping. That comes out for an 8:20 to go in this second period. Michael Gale, Kent Delmage, rest of our broadcast team here. And back at the Viazit studio. Control room, I guess you could say. As we get an update. Working on it. Back in front, they score. And that will make it 3-1 for St. Mary's. We will. Is that 15?
7.
7? That will be Charlotte Buffy with the third goal. On the 12th shot. Now we worked it in.
Well, as we said in the first period, it's the rust versus the fatigue. So I think the fatigue is losing.
All right, back in front. Here's a partial opportunity.
The St. Mary's is just all over them now.
Yeah, the shots don't do it justice for sure. Back in front here, 7:24. Now they'll work it across. They'll send it out front here now. Tries to work it in. Big opportunity. Shot! Oh, that fire just went back in front. Another opportunity that's in a shimmy. Long lead play. Out to center. Here is what's going to be Ginger Fast. Back in. Trying to work it in. Under 7 to go, second period. Now they'll work it in. Long play. Back in. They will work it. Back in front. What a drop. What a pass. Back in front. Another opportunity. That just shimmied just wide. Long play down the seam. Down the ice. Icing will be the call. 6:34, second period, 3-1 St. Mary's. They have the last 2 goals. After the Eastman Selects tied it quickly off the stick of Jenna Selwyn. After St. Mary's opened the scoring back in the first period. Now they worked it around. Out front is a backhander. Nice stop. That is going to grab it and hang on. 13 apiece. Here's the shot on goal. 3-1. Although, Kent, the shots don't feel like they're tied at 13 based on the way the last about 10 minutes has been played. Here's a shot right on. That's kicked away.
St. Mary's just took the lead in shots now, so.
Yeah. Well, it certainly feels like more than 14. Maybe a lot of shots just going wide. They're in a shootout in Swan Valley. The Ocean Blizzard and the Stamps are now 0-0. Steelers down 5-1. Terriers trailing Wentworth 2-1. Blues up 6-2 on the Freeze, and Dauphin lead Neepawa 4-2. Way ahead of Verdon 6-1. Tomorrow at Jonathan Taze, it's going to be 6:05 Freeze Blues. 7:30 will be Steelers Pistons. And that's going to be offside. Here as we get control. Face off to the right. It is Tatum. Down in front again. Drives into the corner. That's going to work itself in behind the net. Plays it out to the center ice line. St. Mary's will skate it in. They'll work here. We're in the second period, but under 6 to go. They'll send it across. Looking back. Rolls it in. Long play that's stolen. Off the rush. Trying to play this in front. Here's another shot tipped away. Is there a penalty on the back half of this play? Or was that just general? Yeah, St. Mary's, I think, is going to get a tripping penalty. To number 16. That's Reese Chabat. Eastman did the power play. .522. Chabat in the box. Out to the blue line. This will be blocked. St. Mary, they'll have a chance here, maybe short-handed. They'll work it in. All on the boards, nothing there. They'll work it down. 5:05 remaining second period. Looking down. Back in front. Trying to control. Looking. Shooting. Oh, that's just about squeaked through, but Cobo makes the save on the power play. Should bring the shot even at 15. 4:52 remaining in this period. Michael Dale, 10 damage. Rest of our broadcast team on their way to Portage. Still not here yet. Puck comes across. That's okay. Back to the blue line. Bring in some of our backup equipment too.
Oh, okay.
Here they come off the window. Trying to play the cross short of the breakaway, and they stopped by Maya Jones. Nice opportunity that was.
She must have squeezed her skates because
I'll tell
thought
you,
that was going through.
Yeah, if she moves another inch, that probably squeaks in. Tight between the pillows, if you will. 4.5 to go. Now they worked it across. Big opportunity. They'll send it down. Out of the zone, here comes Eastman. That was a short-handed opportunity for St. Mary's, and wow. Maybe that was a bit of a flop, too. That's perhaps why they didn't call it. Out to the blue line. Still bewildered there was no call there. Puck comes back out. Trying to set her. Settles it back to the blue line. Shot. Stopped. Rebound. That's kicked away. And down the ice. Final second to the power play. 20 seconds left in it. 3:40 left. Second period. I'll work it in. Down the corner. Have to flip it down. Waiting inside. The zone is going to be Moffett. Take one Moffett. Tries to work. Sends it out front. It's taken away. Fired the distance. Tried to get the break. And it's icing. 3:13 remaining in this second period. Michael Dale, 10 damage. It's been a very interesting batting out the face off. 3 minutes remaining. They'll send us across. Back again now. It'll play back in the zone. Trying to center it. After the slot, it's going to be taken by Number 17 for Eastman. That is J.C. Huberto. Up the seam. Huberto giving chase. Puck comes through the slot. That is not going to work. 2:35. You're in the, what'll be the period back in. 2:20 left in the second period. 16-15 the shot. Favors St. Mary's. 3-1 on the scoreboard with the only 2 goals of this second period. Now they work it down the blue line. That's out front. Down the center ice. Feed. They will work it. Now to the blue line. Opportunity doesn't work. Now to the middle. Sends it wide. Chances blocked in the zone. Now they work at it down the middle. Tries to send it through the seam. Taking back. It is going to work itself in the zone. Another shot that just goes wide. Held on the boards. Puck comes out. Long play. Partial break if they hurry. They might have to cut this off. It's going to happen. Oh. The flame goes right into the goal post. You can't tell me that doesn't hurt. Right into the steel bar. Might be a bruise there shortly. 1:28 remaining. Back again. Out to the middle here now. Back in front again. Up in there. Works it in. Waiting. Looking here to steal. Point blank the shot that's blocked. 1:08 to go here, second period. It is 3-1 for St. Mary's. They'll work it out front. Now behind in the side of the net. 50 seconds left. They'll work it in. 5 games for you tomorrow. Start at 8 o'clock. 7:55 will be the ice in Pilot Mound. With 35 seconds left. Now they work it in. Back behind. Oh, there's a little shove. That does not quite work. Back down to the point. Opportunity held in. Now they center the cross. Back in here with what is going to be 10 seconds to go in this period. Up the seam. They will work it. Barging through the barn door. That will be a break, but end of the period. Coble will grab that one and hang on. 3-1 St. Mary's lead after 40 minutes. It's 16 apiece. Purdy, you want to come on for a little bit? Okay. Sure, you know what? We'll do it tomorrow. 3-1 the score here after 2 periods of play. We'll be back shortly with the third period here on Game Time TV. Sixth and final game today. On the air tomorrow, 7:55 for Pilot Mound and the ice here on Game Time TV. Back after 40. Shots are tied at 16. It is St. Mary's by 2 to the final period, up 3-1. You're watching and listening on Game Time TV. Waterbat. No, don't bother. Waterbat. Third intermission. Second intermission. It's been a long day. Sit the game of the day. St. Mary's leads 3-1. I'm joined by the director of the Central Plains region for hockey, the organizer of this showcase, Ferdy Nelson. Good to have you in prime time. We've got a rather large audience for this game.
It's good to be here.
So I've been told, welcome. You were on this morning. Not a lot of people watching. More people watching the replay than actually live, which is fine.
Yeah, that's absolutely great. I mean, as long as the girls are getting seen and they're being scouted, and
Yep.
that's what we're here for, is to get these girls
Really
on
quick.
to the next level.
Really quick. You've had 8 games today. 6 of them here. This is number 6. 2 of them over on the other side. How have things gone today?
It's gone very well. I'm pleasantly surprised after, most of these players haven't played a meaningful game in 13 months. Some of them had a couple preseason games, but honestly, the caliber of the play, the pace of the game, you can see a little bit of rust with some of the skill stuff, but that'll come back. It's been excellent. The caliber of play, the quality of the whole day was very, very pleasing for me.
It's almost like you're trying to build up stamina to get back to 3 20-minute periods too, and a double game for some teams in a day. I know most teams will play 2 games tomorrow. Eastman, you can tell it's a little bit wearing on them here their second game, but you know what? It's part of it. That's part of a 4-game showcase.
Yeah.
Anyway, really quickly, let's talk about tomorrow. On the air, 7:55 in the morning because of the Terrier game at night, and they were losing 2-1 at last report in Wentworth. So the Ice will play Pilot Mound. Pilot Mound has played once tonight. Yep. And then they couldn't, we already discussed that. Well, they couldn't necessarily keep up with Vancouver Island, who had that 5-2 win over them earlier today.
Yeah, they were in the game till the third period. It was 3-2.
Yep.
And, Vancouver Island had a little bit more pace and took it to them a little bit in the third period, but it was a good hockey game.
Yeah, they had the 2-for-2 bounces in the first period, the 1-5 seconds in the game.
Right.
Still went out in the starting goalie and banged the puck to the back of the net.
Yeah, so Pilot Mound played hard. They never gave up. They could have. They were down early 2-0. They came back, made it 2-1, and it was 3-1, 3-2. They fought through the whole game.
Really quickly, Aberos have a tight turnaround, 8:15 tomorrow. I don't know if they're staying in town tonight or not. 8:15 in the morning tomorrow. Then Westman over on that side.
Yeah, and that should be a fast game. Westman is a young team that came in here. We weren't sure what to expect because they are really young, but they had good pace in their game today. They're a fast team, and the Averos are very similar with the pace. Both teams, that should be a high tempo game.
It should be a high-tempo game, and it's really remarkable. Ashby's team seem to get younger, but they also seem to get right out of the box pretty quickly. Mackenzie Lazard has had a heck of a preseason, up to 5 or 6 goals now in 4 games. So for a first-year player, that's remarkable. Really quickly, remind me of 2 years ago, Courtney Bays and Nora Cohen bursting onto the scene. So,
well, those 2 girls have just shown that they're quality hockey players, quality people. Both of them are going to have made Team Manitoba. They come out. They don't take shifts off. Their work ethic, their attitudes. You talk to their coaching staff. They're a pleasure to coach. They're very coachable. It's a shame they actually missed one full season.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, both of them have got commitments to move on to play university hockey next year, and that shows you what hard work and dedication to doing the right things will get you.
Really quickly, you're through the Central Plains Capitals playing the Vancouver Island Steel. I'm really interested in this game. I saw spurts today from Central Plains that a really good effort. I want to see how Vancouver Island can put 2 games together back to back.
Yeah, like I said, we obviously didn't know what to expect from Vancouver Island. Because we've never seen them before. But they came in and they had again another team. The pace was really good today, and they had a good tempo to their game. They're well coached. They move the puck well. I like their style of play. They were aggressive on the forecheck. Central Plains is going to have to be at the top of their game in that situation. Central Plains is having a good preseason.
Yeah.
You know, they're 3-0-1. Four actually, you know, so actually I guess 4-0-1 now. So that's you know, but this will be a real test for them. This will be a test because it's always interesting when you play somebody you've never played before.
Yeah, and it's a testing name. You haven't seen them, they haven't seen you.
Yeah.
And I highly doubt there's going to be video work done tonight. Eastman telling just the short straw. They're back at it tomorrow morning, 10:15 against RHA. Just a quick comment on that one.
Well, you know, like Eastman is going through a rebuild. They've got a new coaching staff, and you know, you don't want to make too much out of preseason.
Right.
Preseason is to get your players ready for the season. You don't go out and try to lose those games, but you know, they've competed in every game.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting. You know, RHA came in here and the Avros beat them, so I think they're going to have something to prove in the morning. So it again, another contest that both teams will want to prove something.
Yellowhead, this is the one that's very intriguing to me. Yellowhead and the Gold Winds from Weyburn. Gold Winds coming off a scoreless tie. Can't remember the last time I saw that one.
Yeah.
Where's the overtime?
No, it's a showcase. We don't need to get behind on this. But at the end of the day, that's, again, you know, you don't see much of each other. The team from Saskatchewan coming in. They played hard against the Ice. I thought the Ice had a little bit more of the play in that game. But their goalie played well for Weyburn. And, you know, it's, again, you're going to have to come in. Yellowhead always is a well-coached team. Derek Tibbetts is an excellent coach. They play a really hard style of forechecking game. They like to keep the pace up. They're relentless on the puck, and they battle hard. So that should be a real contest.
Other games, quickly, 2 o'clock, Interlake in the Ice, the Wildcats and the Flames, Pilot Mountain and Pembina Valley, Vancouver Island, RHA, the Avros and the Gold Wings, and the Flames and the Yellowhead tomorrow night, 8:15 over there because of the Terrier game. Really quickly, how do people get in the door here if they want to come down, see some hockey tomorrow?
Well, you come into it's at Stride Place. The main entrance is actually to the north, but that's locked off, and you have to come through the south entrance and around the south side of the complex. And there's a COVID checkpoint. You have to show double vaccination if you want to come in and spectate. If you're eligible for a vaccine, if you're eligible for the vaccine, you have to show COVID. That's the government regulations. And then there's a gate at the top in the main rink where we charge a gate. But it's like I say, it's excellent hockey. We had good crowds today. I think people are itching to see hockey, and we're really pleased with the first day. It went very well. We're happy to have Game Time TV broadcasting because the stream is important. It's so important for these girls to get the visibility they need to get to the next level.
Yep, and the other thing, pretty quickly, you touched on it, the crowd. I thought the Central Plains crowd was excellent. Crowd in the last game was excellent. This crowd is excellent.
Yeah.
Just the hunger for hockey in general. I don't want to save it last year with the blessing in disguise with no hockey, but I talked to a lot of athletes who realized what they missed out on last year, have more appreciation for the game, and I think it's really fed into some of the crowds, not only here but in hockey rinks that I've been at.
You can see it on the smiles on the girls' faces when they're coming off the ice, and they're just excited to be out here. They're excited to be playing the game they love, and it's great to watch them on the ice.
All right, Bertie, final question for you. Tomorrow, also games continuing on Sunday. Just give me a thought in the next 2 days, what you're kind of looking for, and then again maybe recap how people can come out.
Well, I'm looking for everything to run smooth as the coordinator of the event. I'm looking for good competition. I'm looking for us to get keep streaming the games. And again, you can come to the south side of the Stride Place, go through the COVID checkpoint, come on up and watch some hockey. Well,
I'll tell you what, job well done through one day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Thanks, Bertie Nelson.
Yep, thank you.
Don't be a stranger. Okay, Bertie Nelson tightened up to join us here as we get ready for the third period here on Game Time TV. Bertie Nelson tightened up to join us. Thanks, Bertie. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Probably see him on our way out too. Ted Delmage is back.
Is this the last period?
Yeah, third and final period. Here we go. 3-1 St. Mary's. They'll work it back quickly.
What a great day of hockey.
Yeah. Tell you what, 2 more days it is. 5 and 6 games respectively. Back in here quickly. Going to be very quickly behind the net. Working at it. St. Mary's going left to right. Jan Cobo is in the net. Weird name. You gotta almost say it slower. And it's going to be Maya. Sorry, going to be Maya
Jones.
Sorry, I lost my
Jones.
sheet. Maya Jones, thank you. Here's a quick shot, and they score. Does St. Mary's to make it 4-1? Just on their way here in the third period. And we are going and it will back in off the window here in a 4-1 game. They'll work it in. Back to the zone. Now they play it off the wall. Into the corner here of the 4-1 score. It doesn't feel like that, eh? It's just, you can kind of see that second game of the day, kind of feeling for Eastman. The puck is going to come in on the goaltender
It's not
Jones.
a purely dominating game, but St. Mary's is pretty much like 75% domination right now.
Well, they're keeping it to the outside as far as the scoring chances go.
Yeah.
Ken Delmage, Michael Darrell here. Back into the zone. They will work it. And that will be grabbed. A little bit of kerfuffle in front of the goal. If that's the right word. You cold?
No.
Yeah.
I'm just tired and it's getting everything's going at the same time.
Yeah, it's all mumble jumble together. Back out. Here's throwing the puck in front of a body there and no call. Maybe rightly or wrongly. Back in, we're going to have quick opportunity. And that will be offside. No, we're going to have a penalty, interference. And St. Mary's will go to the power play. Yeah, it's been a long day even for the players. Wheelgrass couldn't find the right penalty box. She'll sit in the box for 2 or less. 18:26 remaining. That comes back across. They'll send it out. Held on the backboards. They'll work it in. Slides it off the window. Long play down. Trying to work this into the middle. Works it in. Puck comes through the seam. They will play it D to D. Tries to send it out front. Now they're working. Back to the blue line. Works it across. Big opportunity. They'll send it across. Now they work for it again. Michael Dale, Kent Delmage, 4-1. St. Mary's in the lead. Here as we continue on Game Time TV. Puck will roll back 17.5. By the way, the passes for tomorrow morning. The 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 4 o'clock games, the single games, on sale now for $5.99, pardon me. Single game season passes, which include this weekend the 20 regular season games and the select playoff games on sale for $59.99. Still your best value. What a vantage point here. Absolutely terrific. Wooddash has 45 seconds left in her minor. 17-11. Here to go in period number 3. Ferdy Nelson kind enough to join us. Now they will have an opportunity. Works it back in. Quickly plays it across. Now to the corner. Here's an opportunity right back in. They will play it back to the point. Here's a chance. They'll leave it in the corner. 16:25 remaining. Long play. Up the seam, down the ice. Here in the third period of a 4-1 game. Shot gets out of play. Grabbed. Now they drive it back into the corner. Opportunity. 16:10 remaining. Here in the third period, 4-1 St. Mary's. They'll work the puck around. Trying to take this through the seam. Shot. I believe that is Eastman's Adriana Wary. Through the seam. Works it down. Quickly back to get it. They will drive it. Down to the back corner opportunity. That is offside. In behind there was that little, what is that? That jump play? Where they try to spring the person from behind?
Possibly. I just think they're
the crisscross.
Yeah.
The crisscross is what threw that play offside. 15:40. Now they worked it through. Now behind the net, tries to work it. Plays it down behind. In along the wall. Now quickly, they'll flip it out. One opportunity. Tries to roll it. That is an opportunity. Sends it cross ice. Back to the point. Shot. That is stopped by Cobo. Rebound. Back to the point. That doesn't quite work. Now back in. Now shoot it out to center. But the shot in. And it's going to work it. Back in the zone. Works it down. Now it's sent across. Apparently we're dealing with a little bit of an issue at the moment.
What's up?
Puck comes down. Trying to work it down. 15 minutes. 14:30, so 5.5 gone in the third period. 21-19. St. Mary's out shooting Eastman. Stood back again. Now they worked it 14-10. Trying to sort it back to the blue line. Here's a chance opportunity. That is knocked away. Yep, we're good now. Somebody was trying to text me saying they couldn't get the signal on their computer.
Oh, okay.
Wound up being their internet connection.
Okay.
Put thumbs down. Now they work at it in the zone. Now hammer it back out. And they'll play it away. Trying to work it in. And that's going to be grabbed by the goaltender. Here with 13:39 to go in the third. Thank you for supporting so far today. It's been a great start to the showcase. Get your tickets for the rest of the weekend if you're doing single game. Before the game to make sure that you have all your passes and everything beforehand. Puck comes down. Now they work it in. Cobo makes the save. She will hang on. Now they worked it out the window. Trying to play this bat behind the goal. Works it in. Bat in front. Down to the back corner. 13 minutes to go. 7 minutes gone, third period. Trying to work this again now. And that's going to be grabbed and held by Cobo. Game tomorrow, Vancouver Island. Playing tomorrow on the main, on the Game Time TV, sorry. At 9:55 tomorrow, so 10 o'clock. Ice Pilot Mound to start at 7:55. 11:55 will be Weyburn and Yellowhead. 1:55 will be the Ice and Interlake. And that is it for tomorrow. Every other game is on PMR Arena. And that will be grabbed by the goalie and held on. Back behind, 13 minutes remaining. Now they worked it down. Sends it across 12.5. What comes back? 4-1 to score. St. Mary's has pretty much led this wire to wire, except for a bit of a period where it was 1-1.
Ouch.
And Yelwin responded after St. Mary's made it 1-0. She did. It's a bit of a spill there. One of the Eastman players, no worse for wear.
Lavoisier.
Yeah. Works it in. Back to the corner. And that's going to be an opportunity.
So why was PMR not used till like 4 o'clock this afternoon?
Because apparently they do not have the internet connection in there. Only for the main range here.
Okay.
There is no, at least I'm told it's not very reliable.
Okay, so
that's why they're jamming everybody for 2. There's a couple teams with that 3 games streamed.
okay. Oh, I see. So it was all TV rights and radio rights.
Yeah.
Okay.
That. In the corner. 11:20 remaining. Here in the third period. 4-1 to score. St. Mary's behind the net. Tried to wrap it around that. Stopped. Rebound in front. They're jamming away. This is one of those tight against the pillows where it goes in the net kind of spiels. And we'll have 11:09 remaining.
17 and 16-year-olds yapping on the way back to the bench.
Yeah. Eastman, the gas. A little bit empty on the tank as this game's gone along. I think the score has something to do with that. What comes around? Now, remember, they're going at it on PMR at 10:15 tomorrow morning as well.
Eastman? Wow.
Yeah, so that's 3 games in. Just having a quick look.
17 hours?
Well, they would have got off the ice 1:30. Yeah, 3 games in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Because they started at 1:30 this afternoon. Now they worked it through the seam.
Well, they knew what they signed up for, so.
Yeah, no, and that's part of it. And that's why I think this is also a conditioning thing to get used to multiple games in a short time.
Yep.
Play some teams that you really haven't seen before. Perhaps meet different styles. 10 minutes left here in the third period. Now they work. Down behind, they'll take it across. They'll chip it up the boards, nothing there. Sends it down the seam. About to get it here quickly is going to be St. Mary's, and that's number 14, Mika Hansen. About to get it, they'll slide it back in. There to quickly did it. 19. Let's see. Schmimowski. As they'll work it in. Drives it center of the boards. In the corner. Trying to scrum it now. Center of the ice behind the net. Occupied by Westman. 9:30 left in the third period. 4-1 to score. They'll work it down. On opportunity. Back to center. They'll play it across. Now behind the center ice line, so it would still be icing if it was dumped in. Here comes St. Mary's. Rolls it back. Out of the corner, 9 minutes remaining. And that's going to be an offside. 8:57 remaining. See the scoreboard hanging above center ice here at Stride Place. Now they work it cross ice. Down along the corner. Sends it back across quickly. Back to get it now in the zone. There to quickly get it. That is either 8. No, that's 9. Devin Brown. Rolls it back again. She did some help there from Kennedy Hauser. And a puck's going to come. Here's another opportunity. Oh, that is. Looked like a little bit of a trip, but I think the linesman and the official, they're a little bit lenient. Here's a breakaway moving in. This is the breakaway for Hauser. Stopped by Coble.
That's Labossiere.
Off Labossiere. Yeah, was that Labossiere? 16, yeah. You're 8-10. Now they come around the boards. Opportunity. Tries to play it. Now behind. They're going to work it up the seam. Sends it across. Now to the middle. Shot on net. That is going to be stopped by Cobo. Face off to the right. 7:50 left here in the third period. Tries to play it around. Back out front now. They're working for it. Down the seam. They will play it away. Back quickly. Working. In behind icing will be the call. Thanks to Ferdy Nelson for hopping on a second time today. We'll hear from him tomorrow. Probably twice. Maybe once tomorrow, just because it's a little bit of a shorter day. We'll see. Hoping to line up some interviews as well tomorrow. Opportunity. Tries to settle. BC with an early touchdown. They lead the Riders 7-3. NBA no, sorry, that's not right. Jays losing to the Twins 3-1. That's a final.
NBA training camp start today.
Oh, that's what it is. In behind Toronto Raptors. I don't know if you heard, playing at home.
Yep.
The first time in 18 months. 4-1 here with under 7 to go. They will work it. Michael Dale alongside Ken Delmage. St. Mary's has kind of had their foot on the gas of this one. Which may or may not be a surprise, given but the fact that it's an Eastman opportunity. Now they work at it in the middle. Down in front again. Trying to shimmy it back to the corner. Trying to play this in front. Opportunity. There's the shot. That is stopped. And that is held by Coble, who's had a much better performance after that game the other night against the Avros. And I think that whole team kind of had a bit of a letdown. Now they'll opportunity. It's going to be 6-14. Sends it across. Now to the corner. Puck comes all the way down. Waiting for it. It'll be 6 minutes remaining here in the third period. Chance of control. Puck comes back with under 6 to go. Works it down. Long opportunity. Back to the middle. That is blocked. They'll send it into the zone and out. Long play down the seam. Taken there by Kobo. Behind the net. 5:30 to go. And they're doing a great job of keeping this period moving. Not sound like that excites me or anything. Back out here, this shot. This goes over top of the net. Now to the middle. 5:18. 4-1 the score. St. Mary's has led since the 2-1 goal. Another shot in on Kobo. She will hang on. Michael Gill, Kat Erickson joining Sunday. Kent Domage with me right now. Laura Erickson back on graphic tomorrow. Jim Erickson will probably do some color tomorrow. Kent will do color in the morning game at 8 o'clock. Back in. Now that work at far side. Near sideboards. On a far side pass attempt, that doesn't work. Sends it across here now with 4:50 remaining here in period number 3. 23-22 the shots favor St. Mary's, who have a 4-1 lead. Here's a partial break. Quickly moving in off the backhand. Kobo and another stop. That one off of Ginger Fast. Bit of a rebuilding team, but you can see the pieces here that Eastman has to work with. Back in, they'll probably get better as the year goes on. Moffitt works it around. Remember they had good teams, but we're going deep in successive years. Raiden Kirk, Emma Platt. Last year, Geneva Penner. A couple of their top-end players, some of which have gone on to post-secondary, not the least of which Camille ends with the Bisons, Avros, Cameron, Killis, a couple of other ones too. Now quickly, they'll work it in. Now behind the net. Opportunity out front here with 3:23 remaining in the third period. We'll get that list for you. Here's the shot. Kobo makes the save. Kent Domage, great job today, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you for your help.
Not to worry.
Thank you for everybody else giving us the opportunity to be here. I'll be honest, I was a little skeptical when they said, okay, your first weekend back of hockey in almost a year and a bit with the major showcase. So I said, okay, I'll need to get some preseason games under my belt before we get to the showcase here, which has happened. Puck comes down. Now it's going to be behind. I'll work it down. Near corner. Puck comes across. And this will be in behind the net. As Ferdy said, a good preseason record doesn't necessarily lead to good results. Now they drive it up the seam. In dumped along in behind the net. Trying to work down to the far corner. They will go in behind. Where's the puck? Oh, there it is. Center ice. In off the window. The other one was Okay, we lost it, but I'm trying to think about it the other. Whoops. Now the internet is gone out briefly, but it's come back. Quickly again. Occasionally it will blip out. But we're back here with 1:45 remaining in the period. Third period, 4-1 the score. Kent, just give me your quick wrap-up of the day. A pretty good day of hockey, all things considered.
For not seeing any hockey with you since last year for that one game and pretty much not for 2 years, this is a good thing to see. I mean, the girls are playing hard. They look excited playing. It's just incredible to see. And I mean, the people coming back and watching their kids and scouts coming out, and I mean, it's pretty good hockey for seeing a preseason showcase.
Yep, for sure. Puck comes down the center of the ice.
I mean, I know you're used to 4 or 5 teams in this tournament, but I mean, Vancouver Island, my goodness, like the speed and the finesse and the.
To be honest with you, though, I want to see the follow-up performance tomorrow.
Yeah.
Even then, I don't think you can judge preseason games properly.
No.
They'll work it in 23 seconds. Trying to shimmy it back to the seam. They will work it 15 seconds. Grinder next game tomorrow, 7:55. It will be the ice taking on the Pilot Mount Buffalo, 7:55. We're on the air with your pregame show in about 9 hours or so. Once again, pen on that scoreboard. Your final score after 6 games today is Eastman falling to St. Mary's by a 4-1 score.
17-15, away team. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Well, I'll tell you how bad some of these people went at home. The scoreboard's already off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Before we pan on it. Anyway, for 10 Diamonds, Michael Joe saying thank you very much. We'll talk to you tomorrow. If you are in Vancouver, we'll talk to you at the friendly time of 55 after 5 in the morning.
Nice.
Yep. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for 10 Delmage.
Good night, folks.
Ferdy Nelson for Nora Collins, who joined us. This is Michael Joe saying your final score is St. Mary's 4, Eastman 1. Good night from Stride Place in Portage, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Bye for now.